Hey guys, iRacing here, back today with another video. Now, the other day, iRacing released its new 2021 season update, which released a whole new bunch of content to the service. Most notably, including this. This is the new iR-01 developed by iRacing and partnered with a small company you may know of called Dallara. Now, Dallara produce Indy cars, LMP2 cars for real life racing. And iRacing went to them and said, look, there hasn't been much real life racing this year. Can you make us a car? So Dallara turned around and said, sure thing. And this is what they've come up with. It's a weird hybrid between an Indy car, a Formula One car, a 2004 Formula One car, and just a bit of everything sort of mixed in. Imagine if kart was still a thing now. This is what it would be. So this Dallara is powered by a 3-litre naturally aspirated V10 engine and produces just around 900 horsepower. There is no traction control, no ABS, no DRS, no hybrid system, so no KERS, no energy recovery system at all. It's just simply a V10 with a 7-speed flat pedal gearbox and a load of downforce. Speaking of the downforce, it's a lot until you push the car. Just doing a little bit of testing now, I've noticed that there's a bit of sliding going on. But without further ado, let's just get out onto track. We're here at Spa today and see what the new Dallara iR-01 is all about. So, here we are in the brand new Dallara V10. First thing you may notice is it has no wing mirrors. These little things here, which you'll see on screen now, these are the wing mirrors. I haven't figured out how to activate them yet, but you can see in the trailer on the iRacing YouTube channel that these are actually the virtual mirrors. The second thing you may notice is when I start the engine, it does sound good. We're just going to take it easy for the first outlap, just get up to speed in the car. And already it does sound good. Already you can feel the grip in the car and just how slidey it is. Of course, 12 tyres, so not really much you can do for the moment. But already up to, that's 200 miles an hour there. So super quick into Lacom. You can just feel the grip. You've just got to be delicate. The brakes do lock very easily in this car, I've noticed, but that's a tendency to happen in iRacing anyway, from what I can tell. Of course, completely cold tyres, just got to feed the steering and a bit of understeer through there. So we're on the baseline setup at the moment, just to basically just check out the car, see what it's about. Of course, this is being iRacing, it is paid for, $11.95. For those who are curious, the series this will be running in will be C-Class. This is going to be running in a C-Class series, which will be interesting to say the least. I'm planning on running a full I'm planning on running a full season of it. Hopefully coming up, starting this week or the end of this week from when this video is released. Should be a ton of fun. Probably not going to be the cleanest racing, being C-Class, but just driving this car is fun enough. Let's see what we can do here. Let's just go for a quick, just one sort of warm-up hot lap. Smack the throttle out of there. Let's go for a quick lap here at Spa. So braking for La Source down to second gear. A little lock of the brakes. Too much curb on the inside. Lots of wheel spin on exit. Of course, as I said in the intro, no traction control, so you've got to be super delicate on the throttle. Now, Eau Rouge, flat. Nope, definitely not flat. Yeah, Eau Rouge isn't flat. So let's see what we can do here for a hot lap at Spa. Up to La Source for the first time, braking a bit early there. This isn't going to be a hot lap, but let's see what we can do. Hard on the power at the exit, up through the gears, 5th, 6th gear, going to keep it in 6th gear, all the way up to nearly 20,000 RPM. Eau Rouge not quite flat. Don't be a slow down. Oh, a little off track, but not really a problem. Past the DRS marker, of course, no DRS to open in this car. 330 kilometers an hour and over 200 miles an hour. Hard on the brakes, chance to lock up like someone's done there. Don't know who that could be. Through Laycom, 4th gear, bit of understeer. Down to the hairpin. Big old lock up there as well. So easy to lock the brakes in this car. Take 3rd, leave the traction. Through No Name, 4th early again. Went out wide, now down to Poo on 6th gear and then straight back down to 5th. Just balance the throttle, wait for the front to grip. There you go. Constantly having to make corrections to back this not quite planted down. But still, this car is super grippy anyway and super fun to drive. And already through Stavlo 1, Stavlo 2. Small lift there. Back on the power. 6th gear, 7th gear again. 20,000 RPM shift up. Through Blanchimont, completely flat. Trying not to use too much curb, it unsettles the car. One brake is there to go for the bus stop chicane. Ooh, little lock up into there. Car's just moving around so much. Hard on the power again. 49.1. Let's go for another lap. So we can get a bit of a better lap. That was a bit better out of La Source. Let's even try and carry a bit more speed through Eau Rouge this time. A bit more of that inside curb. So sketchy through there. But a bit more speed. So, now just for a bit of reference, the F1 cars of today do roughly 42s, 43s. No, not, sorry. So for a bit of reference, the F1 cars of, well, this season do about 46.2s is the fastest race lap ever at Spa. So we're already not far off that sort of a time. Of course, baseline setup, terrible driver. There's easily probably about 5 seconds in this car around here. I'm not pushing the car too much because I haven't really tested the limits of this car yet, but you can sort of see there. You get on the power a bit too early, it doesn't oversteer, it just sort of pushes at the front end. I imagine with a bit of setup change, maybe some more downforce put on the car, some camber changes that you could wriggle out that understeer and wriggle out the sliding at the back. But the sliding at the back just makes it so much more fun. It feels like you're driving an old school Formula 1 car where you trust the downforce to an extent until you can sort of feel it sliding. And then you just think to yourself, how far can I push this car? And the way that the iRacing have described it as easy to pick up, but difficult to master, which is kind of what I'm feeling. I mean, just driving around at 90% speed, like I am here, it's fairly easy to drive, but then to get that extra half a second, that extra 8/10 out of the car, you've got to really know it. You've got to get a good setup. You've got to trust where you can push the car and how much you can slide before it inevitably breaks loose and you end up in the barrier, upside down or centre Mars. Now, of course, this wasn't the only thing to come up in the new iRacing update. Long Beach was released, which, for those of you who don't know, is probably one of the most famous Indy road races there is. And a whole host of new damage model updates, new tyre model updates, and of course the Hurricane GT3, which I still haven't tested out because I'm not planning on running any GT3 races anytime soon. But it all comes down to, do I think this car is worth the money? If you like open wheel racing and you like iRacing, then definitely. Of course, this is a C-Class series, so if you are above that license, it might not make too much sense to buy it, but you'll probably have a lot of fun. But Of course, I haven't tested out any of the other open wheel cars in iRacing before, so I can't tell you how this compares. But from my first pickup of the car, I'm finding it really fun. Oh, a bit late into the braking zone for La Source there. And it sounds glorious. But anyway, let's try Eau Rouge flat again. That was flat. Two off tracks picked up there, but maybe with some better skill and some better setup, definitely flat. But I, for one, cannot wait to get into a series in this starting Monday. I'll be live streaming that over on Twitch if you want to go check that out, and then be uploading the races here on YouTube. I've considered streaming on YouTube, but that's a point for another video. This is about this car. So I'm going to hand it off there, and I hope you have a really awesome day. If you did enjoy them, please appreciate a like and a subscription as well if you want to. A really awesome rest of your day. I'm going to leave you with the last half of this lap in this glorious V10 here in iRacing. See you later.